Winnie, what's the matter? We're at Harbor Freight. Shannon's looking for bug zappers. He's looking for Dada. I think she's worried we're taking her back.
Memorial Day weekend 2025, we took a trip to Lake Manatee State Park in Bradenton, Florida. Instead of setting up camp and cooking dinner the first night, we decided to go out to a Mexican restaurant and get some dinner. The food and drinks were good, but somehow I didn't get any information for the restaurant we were at. We debated canceling our trip because we knew it was going to be so hot and humid. The next morning, we got up, I hooked a bike trailer up to my bike, and I took the girls on a 2.5-mile bike ride. In an attempt to stay cool and not be soaked from sweat, we decided to take a trip on over to Fort DeSoto, which is a county park. I have been wanting to camp there for a while, but it's hard to get a reservation. But we drove through, scoped out some sites so that we knew which sites we would try to get if we were able to get us a site. Fort DeSoto does have a dog-friendly area and a dog-friendly beach. We tried to go to the beach, but it was just too hot. After driving through Fort DeSoto and looking at all the sites, we decided to go get some lunch. So of course, we used the Bring Fido app and we found a good place on the water to go have some lunch. Bring Fido led us to Red, White, and Booze.
Oh, they brought you water? Good. Nice. Good drink. No, not yet. Can't go in there. For bison, chicken wings. Gonna eat some grouper bites.
After lunch, we drove around, exploring a little bit, stopped and got some beer, and then headed back to the campground, where we settled in for the evening. Let me tell you something. I'm really starting to rethink the GoPro and the GoPro batteries, because they don't seem to last for crap. But anyway, we made it to Lake Manatee State Park down here, kind of like Bradenton, Florida, yesterday. I don't know how much of a camping video I'm going to make out of it, but we made it down here yesterday. You see the sunset going pretty good. It's been brutally hot. We got here yesterday and didn't really do much. What we had thought out for dinner was not thought out, so we ended up going into a Mexican restaurant and had Mexican last night, which was pretty good. It kind of cools down a little bit in the evening, but I mean, it's hot. Hot is hot, right? Of course, it is Memorial Day weekend 2025. We're here, and let me turn this thing around so you can kind of see. Alright, so we left Jacksonville yesterday, which was Friday. We got here about 4:30 maybe in the afternoon. Kind of got set up, whatever, all that good stuff. It's a nice big site, I can tell you that. For a state park in Florida, this is a really big site. We are under a burn ban right now, so there is no fires, but there is a picnic table, fire ring. We got a big area here for the camper. It's a really nice big site, which is kind of unusual for state parks down here in Florida. But anyway, we got here last night, went to a Mexican restaurant, had Mexican food, came back, chilled, hung out for the night. I don't know if you can see that sunset over there, but that's looking pretty cool. It's probably not coming out like it needs to be. As I was saying, we didn't really do much last night because we got here, got set up. It was hotter than balls, and we went and had dinner at a Mexican restaurant called Acapulco. It was pretty good. Darla had the chicken fajitas at the Acapulco, which she liked, and then I had the pollo broccoli, which was pretty good. Kind of thought it was going to come out with some tortillas, but it didn't. It just kind of came out with chicken and broccoli on rice with chili con queso, which was good. Anyway, dinner was good. Had some leftovers, brought back, fed the girlsies, and that was that. Ooh, that got really dark. Whew, there we go. So then this morning we got up, went for a little 2.45 mile bike ride on the e-bikes. Took the girls with us and their little carrier. I'll post a little picture of that up here so you can see that. Had a good time, came back, cooked breakfast, chilled out in the camper for a little while because it was hot as balls still. And then we took a ride over to Fort DeSoto, which I've been trying to get us a site over there for quite a while, but that hasn't happened. So, but now the wife knows what Fort DeSoto looks like, so we're gonna try and book us a site over there some point in time, hopefully more in the winter time when it's cooler, because it ain't cold down here. It don't ever get that cold down here. Then we went to a place called Red, White, and Booze. Had a couple adult beverages and a couple appetizers. We had the grouper bites and we had chicken wings, which that place, by the way, is pet friendly, so all the girls got to go with us. They were quite accommodating. They give you a water bowl for the girls. Didn't have a dog menu, but that's okay. We just shared some of the chicken wings with them. And then we came back, tried to cool off. Now I'm getting ready to make some hash browns on the griddle and some smash burgers for dinner. Wow. All while watching the sunset from here as best as I can. Not sure what all is on the agenda for tomorrow, but that's another day, so guess we'll find out then. So I got the Bose SoundLink Mini out here ripping the tunes from my iPhone. It sounds excellent sound quality. I try to kind of keep it down so I don't disturb the neighbors. And then I got me a Milwaukee fan out here, also trying to help keep me cool. Oh my goodness, girls. Of course, now the wind's starting to blow, so it's not that bad out here. Not too bad. Time for another beer, though. Alright, so clarification purposes, wifey, she don't like traditional hash browns and the way they're cooked. So I spread them all out on here and cook them basically like French fries, not this way and then flip them and then cook the other side, not your normal typical way. Happy wife, happy life, right? Alright, so I'm trying to get this right. Probably won't be, but got the hash browns over here going like this. I've got one burner, so I don't really have too much control of much of nothing. Trying to get me some buns going over here. Woo! Alright, those are done. Now I gotta get some burgers on. I don't have a measuring cup like I would like to make these balls to the right size, so we're just freaking winging it. I also don't have my normal smasher, so we're gonna wing it that way as well. Or my normal seasonings, we're gonna wing it that way as well. Well, I couldn't get them but so flat, and you see this thing at Walmart, don't buy it, especially if you live in Florida, because you can get no salt, no seasonings out of it. So I might have a little bit of salt on there, but that's about it. Not quite as smashed as I would have liked them to be, but at this point it is what it is. I think the hash browns are gonna be good though. Now I need to get some cheese. Alright, we got some cheese added to mine, which is gonna be a double decker. Wife, she don't like cheese. Hash browns looking good. Time to plate it up and get it off of here. Looks good for her. Now let's plate mine. Well, dinner was a success. So, what are you using? The Bose SoundLink Mini, the SoundLink Mini 2. I'm just using the SoundLink Mini because that's what I have. But it sounds awesome. But I do know a lot of people use like the JBL, what are they, backflips or whatever speakers? And those sound pretty good too. Comment below, let me know what you use. So, last night and tonight, out here behind our camper, I've been hearing something. Can't tell what it is because I don't ever see it. But I've been hearing something tonight. It's even closer to the camper. I figure it's probably like some armadillos or something out here, but I was out here trying to get a glimpse of it. I don't see anything. Of course, once I shine the light, which is typical, you don't hear it anymore. But man, damn if you don't hear the damn cars at the drag strip in the background. You hear that? But now we don't hear what's foliaging around out here. So I guess we'll stop for now. Trying to see what in the world it is. Of course, you know what? It might be some raccoons or something. But I haven't been able to see it yet. The next day was another hot one. We decided to take Trixie by herself into town to go get something to eat. We found a place called Whiskey Joe's using the Bring Fido app, which is a restaurant, bar and grill that is right on the water. When you arrive with the pet, they give you two options: sit out on the back deck or sit out on the beach. We chose the back deck. They at least have fans out on the back deck to try and keep you cool. Darla had a Miami Vice for a drink. I had a couple of their local craft beers. We also got the fried shrimp as an appetizer. Darla got some kind of a grilled chicken plate, while I had the fish tacos.
Oh look, they have a little book box. Yeah.
And that's pretty much all she wrote. We went back to the campground, finished out the evening. I don't even know what we had for dinner that night. But then we got up the next day, packed up, and headed back home to Jacksonville.